Hey, Positive Vibes here. How is everyone doing? Positive Vibes. I wear the mask. Main concept. Don't judge a book by its cover. Main goal? Spreading the positivity any way possible. I want to welcome you to Daily Positive Vibes Vlogs. DPV season number 3. This is the season premiere.
Never seen people again. So it's like the perfect spot to try to sing a song. If you ever want to sing a song, today's the day, alright?
It was a good trip every night, just out. Went to different places to eat, like Boston Pizzas, Kelsey's. There was an Indian cuisine. Where else did we go? Applebee's, like some certain ones we didn't go to before. But it was a good time during the day and even the night, like when we were walking down Clifton Hill, which is by Niagara Falls. It was a good time. A lot to do there. We went on the go-karting, speedway. We went haunted house. That was, we pushed ourselves to do that one. There's no video footage, but we know we did it. And a fun house, a maze. It was pretty fun, right? Overall, we did a lot of desserts. Enjoyed the weather. Weather was simply amazing. And but yeah, what I really want to talk about is what happened when we first got to the hotel. Upside down house. So right when we got to the hotel, we went in. It was on my wife's credit card. She took it out. She took out her ID, which is a passport. Now, for the ones that know me and Mrs PV, you know that we don't drive. We don't have a license. So every time we've gone to a hotel in the past, every single time, we've always taken our passports, right? And that's worked perfectly fine. But this time what happened is the person on the other side, she was the manager, which we found out later on. And she pretty much said, I cannot accept your passport, right, as ID. Because I need something with your address on it. And, you know, do you have a driver's license? Do you have any other ID? We told her we don't drive. She's like, okay, do you have this type of ID? And we're like, no. So pretty much, you know, she's not really saying it, but the way she's putting it over and over again is pretty much like, do you have the ID or not? And I'm like, finally, me and my wife, we just pretty much said, hey, we don't have any other ID. We came from Markham. We took the Greyhound bus, right, to get here. And we don't have any other government-issued ID, right, except our passports. So what can you do? And she's pretty much like, I can't do anything because that is policies. She used that word a lot, right, policies. And so fast forwarding pretty much, I was ready to leave, right? I was frustrated. I wouldn't say I was angry, mad. Like, I think there's a difference. I was a bit upset. I was frustrated. I just didn't want to deal with it. But Mrs. PV wasn't having that. Mrs. PV was like, no, we can't just leave like this. Like, we've come here all the time, not to that particular hotel, but the same chain, right? So supposedly what she says is that every hotel is owned by a different person. So it's up to them what their policies are, something like that. And but anyway, she was just ready for us to go. And then pretty much she, after my wife asking what else can be done, she brought up how we could show if we have something taxes, if taxes were done, right? Any type of email or something like that. I remember when we did our taxes earlier this year, there was an email. So I had to go through all my emails. We found it, and I didn't speak after that. Like, pretty much I let my wife deal with it. She was all like calm, like nothing really happened, just telling, like, pretty much just moving forward, like literally nothing happened, right? And it made me think, right? Because even I was there right beside Mrs. PV, and I was quiet. I wasn't saying much, but she was just explaining everything. And I realized also, even after, me and Mrs. PV, we joked about it a lot, right? Policies, policies, policies. But I realized that we talked about it for a few hours, but as the day went on, it was forgotten. My initial reaction was I was upset. I was frustrated because everything we were saying, she was pretty much, we're not getting the answers that we would like, right? Like any type of resolution, pretty much. And then eventually, though, with maybe us calming down a little bit, maybe her thinking a little bit more, like, well, how can I actually help them? She brought up about the taxes, and luckily we had the email. If I didn't have the email, we most likely would have been staying at a different hotel that we would have to book at the last minute, right? While we were in Niagara Falls. But again, I think that everything just played out where to the point, like me and Mrs. PV, we didn't want to go look for another hotel. So I think overall we were happy. We bought our place. We were happy with the room. We were happy overall. We didn't have to go down to the front desk again. So overall, we did not dwell over it. We did not overthink it. We joked about it. We talked about it, you know. I see both sides. I see the customer view like us, how we're seeing it, and I understand the other side of it. You know, things could have been dealt with differently on both sides. It wasn't like it was a yelling match back and forth, right? But again, overall, we were there for 4 days. I'm like, we can't let one thing from the beginning of our trip let it affect us, right? We have to move forward. We have to enjoy the trip, which we did. And honestly, we forgot about that, right? I'm not dwelling over that situation. There was so much good. Why am I going to let a situation like that affect the rest of our trip? So the trip was amazing, my friends. We had a good time. This is the 3rd year that we went to Niagara Falls. So Niagara Falls 3.0, season 3 of the vlog. And I just want to say thank you. I want to say thank you for joining us, being a part of our, journey, I guess, moving forward. Hence the other show that I have going on, which is Positive Vibes Journey. And I've done 3 episodes of that one. And this is season number 3 already of Daily Positive Vibes Vlogs. I just want to say, my friends, keep your head up and keep moving forward. Like P-Bear would say, focus on the honey in life. And always, always remember, trust positive vibes.